got this Makita torch. It's a pretty good torch, but the button has collapsed. Its rubber's perished or whatever. It still works. You just got to push pretty hard, and obviously the more you push, the more it's going to tear the plastic, the more it's going to tear the rubber. So I'm just going to pull it apart, see how easy it'll be to change that switch if it's a replaceable item. So let's have a look at that, shall we? Whoops, screws out. Now this bit must be magnetic, which is handy until it's not. Right. Let's see how hard this is to get apart. No, there's something else. What have I missed? No, there's nothing else. Maybe just gotta, oh hang on, just gotta learn it who's boss. Okay, so looks like it's actually not that. What am I doing here? Let's have a look. Which way does this come apart? Does that come off of there? Oh, I don't want to break that. Well, is that enough to get the switch out? Let's have a look. Oh, hang on, that might be enough to get the switch out. Let's have a bit of a wiggle. Oh, here we go. Looks like if you just ease it apart, you can get the... Oh, okay. So that's just a little rubber. It's a little rubber piece. So the switch itself is fine. Okay. So it's nothing to do with the switch. It's just a little rubber cover. All right, so... I mean, I guess you could super glue that. I'm going to super glue that and see if that works. Got this power grip. It's not cyanoacrylate, I don't think. No, it's not. But it is pretty good glue. There's not much it won't glue, so I'm just wondering if I just open that up a wee bit, if I can get the glue down into that little surface in there. Oh, hang on. And just push that back together. All right. There we go. That's sitting pretty good. So let's see if that works. I'll leave that a few hours to set, because this glue, it's pretty good glue, but it's, whoops, dropped it. It's pretty good glue, but it's not cyanoacrylate, so it's not really quick. I think you've got to leave it for, I'm going to read the instructions now, much to my embarrassment. Limitations, safety directions, hang on, here we go. Bring surfaces together. 12 hours? For fuck's sake. Alright. No. We'll leave that for a couple of hours and come back and look at that. I'm going to put it back together and use it. Oh, there we go. So you just got to make sure that that little plate in there, the little circuit goes into those slots there. But that looks like it's gone back together okay. So I'm just going to whack the screws in that now. And we can still use it while I wait for the glue to dry. It's only 5 minutes to pull it apart. There we go. So as you can see, I've got Makita tools. Now the funny story is, the reason I've got Makita tools is because I used to have Bosch tools and I only had one or two. But I was driving, we live on a dirt road that borders a national park. And I was driving home one day, and I'm a bit of a womble. If you don't know what a womble is, Google it. But I'm a bit of a womble, and this was lying on the road, and with a battery on it. Just literally lying on the road. So I picked it up and yeah, sure enough it worked. And I said to our nephew, he's got Makita tools. He works in the building trade. He's got Makita tools. And I said to him, did he want the torch? And he said, no, Jimmy, I've already got one. Would you like a charger for it? And I thought, oh dear. And my wife said to me, oh, that's good. That's a cheap free tool for you. I said, well, no, not really, because it means you've got to buy everything else. So I've got the impact gun. I've got a drill. I've got a 1/2-inch impact driver. Little cordless ratchet. We've got a chainsaw. We've got the little chainsaw, and we've got a blower vac too. They're all pretty good tools. So I think Makita tools are pretty good. I certainly could have done worse than find a free Makita tool. But yeah, so I've put that together. So I just got to put my finger in there to use the switch. And then when that either dries okay and seems to hold, or I might end up buying a new one, who knows, we'll see. I'll have a look on the interwebs tonight and see how much they are. Right, I've put it back together so we can still use it while I either wait for the glue to dry, or I'll have a quick look on the internet and see whether it's, see how expensive that part is. Because it's a good torch, they really are a really good torch. Got the swivel head, and yeah, the battery lasts for yonks. It really does last for a hell of a long time, so it's a good torch. So just using the switch at the moment, and I'll give that, this glue's a bit funny, it's a bit kind of, it's not really like a super glue, like a cyanoacrylate. It's not a bad glue, but we'll see how it goes. If that doesn't glue, I'll get on the internet and buy the replacement piece. Right, a little while back I glued this button, but you can see it hasn't really worked. It's already starting to come apart. Now the glue I used wasn't up to the job, or the rubber didn't want to be glued. Sometimes you get some rubbers that just don't want to be glued. So I've got the part. That's where I got the parts from. And I think it was like $8 or something, with a couple of bucks for postage. It wasn't too bad. So it's definitely worth fixing. Got the part that I need. There's the part number. GM00001291 switch cover BML802, which is what this is, a DML802. So hopefully it's the same. Yeah, it should fit. Anyway, let's pull this thing apart and take the battery off first. Let's pull this thing apart and fix it. So then you separate the two halves. Just rescue those screws, we don't want to lose them. Now that kind of just pops out. It's not that difficult, you just need to separate this a wee bit. Like that. Can separate, get that out. Just compare the two parts, compare the pair. Yeah, looks like it'll work. So then that has to go in, the top tag goes in that slot there, and the bottom tag goes in that slot there. Can you see? Hang on. Bottom tag goes in that slot there, but you've also got to jiggle that little circuit board there with that's the actual switch there. This is really just a rubber cover. So kind of that goes in like that. I can't swear because my little nephew likes to watch these videos, so I can't swear anymore, so I'll try not to swear. Otherwise I'll have to edit it out. There we go. Okay, so that is, just need a little screwdriver to give that a push with. Kind of jigger it into position. Yep, that's in. Okay, so, oh there we go. So that little circuit board that you saw in there before, that kind of popped into position pretty well. Actually, whenever I'm doing tools with this Makita tech screw gun, if you press the button there, it goes on the slowest one, so there's less chance of wrecking something. Plus you sort of control the speed of it, you're better off to. Oh. Alright, so is there a screw in there? Nope. Oh, there we go. So I need 1, 2, 3. So just drop that in there. Drop that in there. Yep, that seems fine. Beautiful. Like I bought one. So that's the switch that you need. That's the switch cover that you need for this torch. And you can see it's like literally a 5-minute job. Okay, thanks for watching. Make sure to click like and subscribe, and don't forget that notification bell too. Well, I reckon that's it for today, so bye for now.